Okay, well, uh, I did some stuff while I was waiting. Uh, I just wanted to get some food because then we're gonna be sitting here and waiting the entire time. Um, yeah, and then I did this too. So, I wanted to talk about more of the realization of, God, it's easy for me to think about it. It's hard for me to actually say the words. Um, so we're going to the realization of my attraction to men. And I'm not saying, and I don't think, oh, I don't, I know I'm not gay. I mean that I'm bisexual. Um, because I still love women. Uh, and, but I think now it's the, coming to terms with me liking men is the hard part because I've always, uh, I mean, the first time I've ever thought about another guy was in um, middle school. No, in high school. Yeah, in high school, and it was just some guy at my school, and I never talked to him, but I would always see him around, and I'd be like, he's kind of good looking, and that was it. It was just nothing really. I never talked to him. I didn't even think he even knew who I was. But I remember being like, yeah, I mean, I would, like, and he was the only one ever, like in the entire school, I've ever thought about somebody like that. Um, and that was kind of it, and I remember when can I even say it on YouTube? Can I say the word? I'm just gonna say it. Fuck it. Um, when I was uh pretty young, I'm gonna say like middle school, probably. And I looked up. We had a computer, and I was like, oh, I got porn, like anytime. And I was like, man, let's look up gay porn. I've never seen that before. And then I looked it up on the computer and saw a butthole with it's gonna get very explicit. A butthole with semen coming out of it, and I was like, "Ooh, this is not for me." And I immediately turned it off, and I never looked at it again. It wasn't like, "Ooh, not for me." It was like, "Oh," and like more of a surprise, I guess, because I've never seen anything like that before. Um, and it was a more surprise, and I just like, "Oh, okay, not for me," and I just turned it off, never looked at it again. And then I started in high school, and then whenever I started, oh man, what was his name in high school? Ooh, is that even okay to say? I don't know. I know it was with the A. Don't remember, but yeah. And then that's when I was like, oh, maybe I'll look it up again, and I and I did, and I looked it up, and I was like, oh, okay, it's it's okay. And then I started seeing. I think at first because I just didn't like it because it was like the type of guys that were I was seeing, and I was like, not for me. And then I started seeing other types of guys, and I was like, oh, this is what I like. Oh God, uh, it's just weird to say it. And I was like, oh, okay, this type of guy is the ones that I like. And then it was just always like a secret, of course. I'm not gonna tell my friends that, hey, I've been looking at dudes, and and it just stayed a secret for years. I mean, it's fucking still a secret. And yeah, literally nobody knows. And now I'm like going through my head and like thinking about what am I doing? um, God, 5 minutes in, and we're talking about this shit. Uh, yeah. Uh, and so I just kept on going back to it. God, it was such a fucking horrible thing. I think just horrible for my mind because I do it, and not that I was looking at it. It's horrible for my mind that I was getting angry at myself that I was looking at it. I think that's the part that I hated the most. Like now, that I hate that I used to do that. That I used to look at that and then I used to hate myself. And I remember when I did see my dad, he would like pick me up every other weekend, and he'd be like, "Better not be gay, or I'll kick your ass." I was like, "No, I'm not gay, and I don't like guys." And so I was like, "Yeah, don't worry, dude, you're fine." And then but then secretly I'd like bring up the videos and then go to the restroom, and oh God, it scared me. Uh, uh, yeah, so yeah, I remember all that, and I remember my family bringing it up just one time, just like I think I think I was more at the time afraid of telling them that I wasn't religious more than telling them that I liked men. For some reason, I was more. I don't think that's like equal in any way, but it's just the way I thought about it. Um, and then this, and yeah. So when I was telling them that, they're like, "What? You're gay?" And I was like, "No, I figured that out." And I was like, "No, I didn't figure that out. I figured it out to hide it. That's what I figured out." Um. So and then I started to just not think about it. Just like, okay, I pushed it down, and it stays down, and I just like go back to it every once in a while. Just bring up a video and just watch it, and then nothing else. I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, so I would watch it and just bring it down, and then I would still call myself straight while still looking at that, and then uh, I would I would be like, oh, there's people that I would watch on YouTube and whatever. They were like, yeah, I mean, if you're so straight, you're okay with saying that another man is attractive, which I still think you can. Yeah, if I can say that somebody's attractive without being like, nah, I'm not gonna fuck him, but I can still think he's like attractive. Like Brad Pitt, he's a hot guy, but I'm not gonna fuck him. I mean, maybe. No, but yeah. So I think so. That's what I would do. I would be. I'd be like, oh, he's an attractive guy, but I'm not gonna fuck him. I'm so comfortable with being straight that I can just say that another man is attractive. But then deep down inside, I'm like, but this guy though. Oh, and so now coming to like the present of how I'm now saying that I am bisexual to myself, of course. And I'm that's why I'm saying that I said before that I'm more happy now with saying it than I was back then, just like, well, I'm straight, but I occasionally look at gay porn, recreationally or whatever. But now that I'm more open about it to myself, I feel a lot more happier. Um, and I think I don't know if this is, some people are gonna go off on that. Like, I think one of the reasons why I feel a lot better, um, like it kind of brought me more into it. Oh no, I messed this up. Is TikTok. I honestly think that TikTok really helped me. Like, because before I would just be like, I wasn't hearing the chest and I thought I wasn't opening it. Before I would just, okay, I'm just gonna say the type of guys that I liked. That I like twinks. Ooh. Uh, you know, like big ass muscly guys never did it for me. I remember talking. I watch wrestling, and then I remember my mom would be like, "Whoa, do you think he's hot?" And I was like, "What?" I was like, "What the fuck is she doing?" And I was like, "No," and I didn't. If anybody knows who Ricochet is, I was like, "Hey, look at this guy. This guy's cool." And she was, "Why, you think he's hot?" And I was like, "No." I was like, what? Why'd she do that to me?" And I was like, "I was just showing you this guy because he's cool." And but I didn't think he was attractive. I don't think any wrestler is attractive. Like, yeah, they're like that, but not like the way I think about them. But yeah, some people are like, "What, wrestling?" Um, yeah. So TikTok, I've now being more open about who I am, and I would see like, oh, this guy's hot. Like I'm attracted to him hot, and then I'd be like, oh, that's a follow. And then the algorithm is like, oh, you like this guy? How about this guy? And I'd go, oh, I like this guy. And then like, oh, you want another one? And it just keeps on going. And then after a while, I'm like looking at these guys, and I'm like, oh, now it gets into another thing, that they're not just. It's not just that I'm attracted to, like smaller build of a man, like twinks. That I'm attracted to feminine men. I was like, oh, that makes sense why I don't like. I don't like. Like big ass muscly guys. Like, what's it? Did I don't even know who to even like compare it to. But I don't care. But that's some people. I don't know. And I was like, oh, because the guys that I was looking at on TikTok were femboys. And I was like, oh, this is all making sense to me now. And then I started looking at them, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm attracted to these guys. And then I look at them like more, and I'm like, then all the other stuff of wanting to be wanting to be a presenting as a pretty girl, in my mind started to come back, and I look at these guys that dress like this, and I'm like, damn, they are beautiful. And then I go, am I? Because before in my life, I mean, I've been fat my entire life, and it was always just like, well, can't wear this clothes that I like because they don't have my size. So I'm just gonna wear this shirt that I've had for the past 20 years. 20 years, Jesus, that I've had for the past 10 years, and just wear that. And then there's uh like a plain gray shirt that the neck is stretched out, the fabric you can see through it. There's fucking holes in it, but it's the only shirt that actually fits me. So that's the shirt that I'm just gonna wear. And then now that I've lost a shit ton of weight, and more, I'm not at the way I want to look yet, but now I can fucking go to Walmart and just pick up a shirt and just wear it. But then now I'm like, now I can wear clothes that I want, and then now it comes back to being like, what if I dress like this? What if I dress like them? And then I start seeing this stuff, and I start going all on like Reddit. I started going on Reddit, and I started like looking up these guys, and started getting more into that community without like, just being in the shadows, just like observing, and in the background, and I'm like taking notes, and then I see somebody that goes, Pinterest would be your best friend for this type of situations. And I go, oh, I don't have a Pinterest. And I get on Pinterest, and I start looking around, and it's like, oh, there's a lot of clothes that I would like to wear. There's all these hairstyles that I would like to have. And then it's like, oh, makeup. And I was like, well, I don't know anything about makeup, but I like this makeup. I like the way this person looks in this. And then it just starts like, it's like a snowball effect. It's like everything. It's like clothes, makeup, hair. And, I haven't pulled the trigger on the makeup part because I'm still a dumbass guy that doesn't know anything. You know, and I'm barely taking care of myself now, and I'm just gonna jump right into wearing makeup. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. I'm like shaking. um, yeah, oh, that was death for sure. Um, and then oh, run, run, go! Oh God, that scared me. Um, and I share a Amazon account with my family, like it's my account, but everybody uses it. So I can't just like get on Amazon and just buy clothing like that and just be like, oh, why are you buying this skirt? And it's like, oh, for you know nothing, like as a joke or whatever. I can't just be doing that because they all see it. They all get the notification on their phone that says like, oh, thanks for buying this. So I was like, damn, I'll probably never, and I'm not gonna go to a goddamn Walmart and buy it. So I was like stuck. I need to do this. This is what I need to do. And then I think it was my brother told me something about Timu. Is it Timu? I'm look it up right now. I'm pretty sure it's Timu. It's like all that shit that's going on. Let's see. Yeah, Timu. I think it was in October that I did it. I downloaded Timu, and I was like, what is this? Like Amazon, but like cheap shit, like cheap Amazon. And I was like, oh, and I was looking on there, and then it's like looking up clothes, and I was like, oh, they haven't. So, and I started looking at it, and I was like, oh. And now I know as the Amazon basics of femboy clothing, and I was like, oh, now I know, and now I know that's what it's called. But back then I was just like, oh, this is what everybody wears, so this is what I'm gonna buy. And so I bought it. I bought it. I bought thigh highs. I bought a skirt. Uh, and I bought like chokers, and I waited for 2 weeks before it showed up, and then it showed up. And sometimes my mom stays at my apartment uh, because I don't drive, and so she takes me to work sometimes. And oh, I wonder if can I do this? Is that a thing here? Oh shit, I forgot all about that. Boom. Oh, that's not how that works. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe this is not how it works. Oh, there you go. Sick. And so I was like very nervous. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna buy this stuff, and she's gonna be here, and it's gonna show up at the door, and she's gonna be like, what's this? And I'm like, it's like, and then I remember she dropped me off, and I'd run upstairs before she would come upstairs, and I'd look at the front door, and I was like, oh, it's nothing here. Okay, thank God, nothing's here. And then one day, 1 week she doesn't show up. She stayed at my grandma's house, and I'm in my kitchen, and I hear a knock at the door. I'm like, oh my God, this is it. And I open the door, and it's my shit on the ground in a bag, and yeah, like in a bag. I open the bag, and it's everything, and I'm like, oh God. And I put everything on, and I'm sitting on my couch, opening the box, and I'm like, my hands are shaking because I'm like, I don't know if I would say nervous. Oh God, that I'm nervous that it's here, and I'm like doing this. And what the? He's not here. And I'm like that I'm doing this. That I'm. It's actually. Oh, now you want to show up, you fucker? Come inside, bitch. And now I'm standing there. Oh God, don't. No. and then I rushed to my room, and I put it on. I put on the thigh highs, and they come with like, I don't even know what it is. It's like thigh highs for your arms, arm warmers. I don't know. So yes, I still don't know. And I put it on, and I'm standing there in my bathroom, and I'm staring at myself, and I'm like, what the fuck? But I'm like looking at myself, and I'm like, whoa. And at that point, I'm like 2 months or whatever into my diet, so I'm still not. I'm still. When I started my diet, I was 382 pounds, I think. I was a big bitch. I mean, I'm still am a big bitch, and I'm 6'1". So 6'1", almost 400 pounds, and I think at that time I was maybe, I don't even know. Fuck, I'd have to look it up, and that'd take forever. Um, but I wasn't what I'm at now, which I'm 250 pounds. Still a big bitch, but I think I feel a lot better. And I did it again, and I've done it maybe. I mean, I put on the clothing like maybe like five times since I bought it in October, and every time I'm like, damn, I like this. If I can get to where the way I look, like the way I feel good about the way I look, I fucking love it. And and you know, I wear now. I mean, I've never worn a skirt before, and wearing that skirt is like, well, I like it, but it kind of fucking hurts. And like it hurts physically, not for it hurts like mentally or whatever. It, I don't know what I'm doing. Like I guess it's because it's made for smaller women or smaller people, where it's still like it's going up, and I'm like, oh, it hurts. It's like separating the world, and it's not good. Uh, yeah, but I still remember looking at myself and just being like, damn, I like the way it looks, and it was just a crazy time where, like in a year span, I went from hating myself and like every time I looked at the mirror, I'd be like, God, you stupid motherfucker. And then now I look at myself in the restroom. I'm like, God damn, you're looking pretty good. Not it sounds dumb to be like to do that, but to the way I would like hate myself, and then I'll looking at myself and be like, you're getting there, man. You're getting there, and it makes me feel good. And then seeing other people that I haven't seen in a while and be like, and they go, "Whoa, look at you!" And then I'm like, "Oh, thank you," because I'd never get fucking compliments on anything. And then how people look at me and they go, "Hey, look at you," and I'm like, "Hey," and they're like, "Wow," and I'm like, "No." And I don't want to be like, "Yeah, I know, yeah, I know." That's kind of cringe to me, but I like the feeling of it. It's cool, and and yeah, I don't know, but I feel that it's one step towards that I'm taking, that I know that I'm going to do. And the Pinterest stuff, I got like oh, I burped it, sorry. I got like so many pictures of clothing that I'm like, oh, I'm going to wear this, and I'm going to wear this, and I'm going to wear this, and I'm going to have my hair like this. So I do this thing, since I said hair, um every year around my birthday I cut my hair, just full on shave, number 4 on the thing, on the clippers, and just buzz the whole thing. Just and then I'm just like little baby hairs on my head. And I know I came back because I wanted to grab this, and I put this back, and then I put this back here, and then that and this. Um, and then I just let it grow, and then once that 1 year mark comes around, I do it again, just shave the whole thing off. So now I'm past that 1 year mark. I'm like, I mean, days past the 1 year mark. Yeah, it's just, yeah, and I'm growing out my hair because I want to do my hair like the ones I saw. So there is this guy on TikTok. His name is, oh my god, I want to get his name right. I'm gonna try to do it as good as I can. He's a femboy on TikTok who I seen. I was like, oh, I like him, but I also I like the way he looks in every way possible. If that makes sense. If that's I'm trying not to fuck up here. I'm like speeding through my. I added him on TikTok when TikTok died. I added him on YouTube because I didn't want to miss out on his stuff. Straw Straw Baby Boy. So seeing him, his hair, and then he also has. Oh my God! The world is about to kill me now. Go go go! Am I safe? Oh, God damn! That's a horrible time. Okay. Okay. Straw Baby Boy. Strawberry Boy. I keep on saying strawberry, but it's not strawberry. It's Straw Baby Boy. So I seen that he has a hair tutorial, and I'm like, oh, I like the way he does his hair, and it's like is his short is I think his hair is shorter than mine now. Mine goes like, oh, they're killing each other. It's crazy. Um, yeah, his hair is shorter than mine. He's gonna drop down on me and he's gonna scare me. This creeper, not Kai. That's his name's Kai. Uh, yeah. So I've seen his hair and oh, oh my God, I'm trying to say words, but they're not allowing me. I need these. Um, yeah. So I'd see him. Oh, I didn't want to use this, but fuck it. So his hairstyle is like short. Uh, I say like a little bit past his ears. My hair goes to like my neck now, and he does like this like little. I think he calls them cat ears, which is like a little. I don't see. I still don't know. I'm still dumbass guy. Like, is it pigtails? Ponytails? No, ponytail is a singular. I think. Pigtails is like more, but his is like more higher, and it's like smaller than the the things. So, and I should have bought. I mean, my hair was so short when I bought the stuff on Temu. Oh, chick shotter. Um, and now my hair is long, and I don't have any way to tie my hair. I get like bread ties that I've gotten for cables. And that's how I tie my hair, and it doesn't do the work. There's so much shit happening right here. Oh, in stereo. God, where are these fuckers at? Fucking annoying. And yeah, I tie my hair back now in fucking bread ties. It does the work, but not for long because it just my hair just slips right out. I think that's one of the things that I'm gonna do. Yeah, so my family's like, oh, cut your hair. Like you need to cut your hair, and I'm like, no, I think I'm not gonna do that. And they're like, why? And I'm like, because I like it. And they're like, oh, okay. And that's just it. They're just like, okay. And the people at my work are also like, hey man, you need to cut your hair. And I'm like, oh no, no, no. Oh fuck. Go, go, go. To the casa. Cousin. Um, eat some bread. Fuck you, skeleton. Dick. Yeah. So I mean, this is so shitty. This whole thing. I think it's trying to talk about that is not working. Where'd he go? And being talking about my attractions while trying not to sound like pervy. I hope that wasn't pervy. There's some guy. I shouldn't even talk about it. There's a guy on TikTok that like does that where he's like talking about femboys, but he's also being like very pervy about it. And I'm like, oh god, I fucking hate watching this. And he's like sitting in, it's like standing in like a parking lot, and he's like saying their names, and he's like acting like he's making out with them, and I'm like, oh god, this is fucking cringe. And then I fucking blocked his ass because I hated it so much just seeing it. I'm also a very jealous person, so that's maybe toxic of me, but oh god. Yeah, so getting into the clothing is, I think, is the next step. Like actually getting into it, like not wearing a skirt and thigh highs. I mean, like, oh no, double. I mean, like actually getting an outfit. I mean, it's no offense to the people that do it. I just rather not. Like I know a couple. I know them like I fucking see it. Like I talk to them. I know of femboys that I follow that wear it, and I think they look good in it. But I would just rather not. You know, I'd want to wear other things that I would like. Now that I can wear clothing that I actually would want to wear. You know, I don't have to shop in the big and tall anymore. I could just pick up some clothing off of Amazon, and they will have my size. Uh, I I didn't talk about this part. Maybe I shouldn't. Oh, we still got time, I guess. We got 37 minutes. Jesus. I think I'm just fuck. Okay, well, I saw somebody that said that if you're gonna wear feminine clothing, you might as well go all the way. Oh, look at this. You might as well go all the way and wear the whole thing. Now there was nothing in here. You know, you wear feminine bottoms, might as well wear the whole bottoms. And I was like, oh, the whole bottoms. Okay, I'm saying underwear. I don't know why I'm being like so cryptic about it. And I bought it with the Temu stuff. And I put it on, and I was like, oh, this hurts. And I can't. I mean, again, I was still over 300 pounds, but. And I was like, oh, this hurts. And I can't. Like, I don't get the mathematics behind putting all this in the clothing, you know? It just makes sense for guys to have all the fabric, the loose fabric, and all the how the women have no fabric with nothing to stuff in there. I was like, how does this work? How am I supposed to do this? And that's probably something that I'll figure out later down the line. And now I wear the skirt and I have my boxers hanging out from the bottom, and just because it feels more comfortable, even though the skirt still hurts. Uh, God, this is probably so fucking chaotic. This whole thing. I wanted to stay on the topic of men, but I didn't. Men. Um, yeah, and I've also, oh, scary. I've also looked up, like, since I'm still attracted to women and I'm attracted to feminine men and other, I'm not trying to be an asshole or anything, that I was more attracted to feminine people. That's what it was. That no matter what you identified as, if you looked feminine in anything and you go by whatever you looked feminine, I loved you. I don't know if that makes sense, and I still don't know if I make sense. But I looked it up and they were like, "Oh, it's called this," but nobody really says that. And I was like, "Okay, that makes sense." And they were like, "Yeah, you don't really need to label it if you don't want to." I was like, "Yeah, I guess." I said, "Just go by bisexual," and then I still don't know, like, the other stuff. Whoa, that scared me. Uh, I always thought about myself as like a progressive person, but it was always from the outside looking in and being like, "Oh, no, not that. Get out of here. No, I have no food." Oh, zombie, this is not the time. Zombie, please fuck off. No. There's a bit of a delay and it scared me. Um, I don't know where I'm at. I'm afraid. No, I know where I'm at. What was I even saying? Fucking zombie and creeper scared the shit out of me. Fuck. I don't remember. I guess this is how I'll end it, and I'll look and see how it is. What I was saying. What are the words that were coming out of my mouth? Uh, Progress is being made slowly but surely in the world of Minecraft, even though some people probably don't know what I'm saying or whatever. But go in my dirt hole, and yeah. I'll see what I was saying, and I'll try to start up on that part again and try to figure out what am I doing with this whole talking stuff. And I think I kind of have a loose idea what I want to talk about after I get done with whatever I'm saying about my present self. But for now, we'll say goodbye and peace out, Girl Scouts.